Sorry about that.
No problem.
um, so how's your day going?
It's okay. I'm sick, so it's not like the best. I'm surviving.
Sorry to hear that. Um, I'm just gonna quickly go over we kind of go over the confidentiality and just like
Yeah.
my scope of practice really quick. So I just want to
Mhm,
put a reminder out there that like for confidentiality, everything will kind of be kept confidential except for if there is
mhm,
any harm to yourself, someone else, or harm towards a child. Like if any of that's disclosed, I will have to
mhm,
say something, or my teacher who will be watching this video will have to say something and
mhm.
report it. And or if this is under subpoena, but that might not be a possibility or likely.
Yeah.
Um, and then just like within my scope of practice, I don't do counseling. I'm just a student still, as mentioned previously, and so
Mhm,
they'll just be focused on like the purpose of the session. So like bringing awareness to what we were talking
mhm.
about previously. And we, if it does kind of lean away from that, I will just gently interrupt and bring it back to what we were talking about.
Sounds good.
Um, Sorry, that was a lot, probably just as soon as you
No, it's
enter a meeting.
okay.
Um,
It's all good.
so just like, I guess, a recap of the last session.
Mhm,
Um, we were kind of talking about balancing the personal life and relationships with school and work because those two things are kind
mhm,
of the same thing in regards to like how you see them. Uh, so yeah, and I guess like
mhm.
just trying to make more time for like relationships and personal time and kind
Yeah.
of how there's not a lot of time to make time for that.
Mhm.
Uh, so yeah, I will hand the session over to you now, and wherever you want to go with it, we'll kind of follow that path.
Yeah. Um, I've definitely still been like struggling with the same stuff with trying to make time and everything. And I guess I'm like at the point in the semester right now where I have a lot of things due and a lot of like I have exams coming up and I have like papers due. And so it's been a lot. And I also am like applying for a promotion at work currently. So I have like a lot going on there too with like interviews and stuff. And I'm moving at the end of this week. So I have like I don't know, nothing in my life seems like organized right now. Everything seems kind of like jumbled up because there's just so much going on.
Yeah. Applying for promotions, moving can be a
Hmm.
lot.
Hmm.
What's that like for you right now?
Um, it's kind of stressful because the only like reason that I applied for a promotion is because because it's like called the senior worker. And the other reason I did it is because our senior worker moved on, like she quit. Um, and there are some staff members that I think it would be very detrimental to our like work community if they became the senior worker. Um, and if nobody applied, it was just going to be the next person with seniority would be moved into that role. And they have the most seniority. And so I really applied out of like fear what would happen to our work community if they went into that position. Um, and now I'm like interviewing for it, and it seems like there's only two applicants. So it seems like, I don't know, like in my grasp that I could get the promotion, which is like seems a little crazy to me, but yeah.
What would that be like for you, like balancing personal life and this new role?
Mhm. Honestly, I think it would be really like helpful almost because it would change my shifts. Because right now I work 3 to 11, but if I got the promotion, I would work 7 to 3. So I would only be working during the day. So I'd have like my evenings free, which I think would be really beneficial, not only to like my personal life, but then also like with my schoolwork. I think it would give me more time to work on them. And then most of the classes I have to take are typically in the evenings, anyways.
Mhm.
So
What are your feelings around like getting this promotion?
I don't know. I feel like unsettled, but like excited. Like I want it. I think I would do a good job with it. But it just seems, I don't know. I feel like it doesn't seem real yet.
Yeah, promotions can be a little bit scary, hey?
hmm
Yeah. What do you feel like this would bring to your skill set and like how would this improve?
Yeah, I think I would be able to actually use my education in my work if I got this promotion. Because right now, I don't really get the opportunity to put what I've learned into practice where I'm working. But if I got the senior position, it would like I'd have more opportunities to be able to actually like use what I've learned. And I don't know, it just seems like a step up, which is what I want.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are learned, like a lot of knowledge that you're probably gaining from your courses, and
hmm
it can be hard to like apply that um, when you're applying like all this knowledge into your work. Or how do you feel like applying this knowledge that you're learning into work? Like, how would that look like for you?
hmm I think that I think it would like honestly help me like learn more if I'm able to like start applying the knowledge and start like using like the skills that I've learned and like putting like the theories into practice. Which like I've tried to do in the role I'm in now. It's just difficult when it doesn't really align with the work I'm doing.
Mhm.
Um, but I think it would help me learn more and like better my education because then I would have real life examples of like how this works, how this doesn't work. Um, I feel like, yeah, I think it would be really beneficial. And I'm like excited to see like how well I can put stuff into practice too.
When would you find out that you're getting this promotion? Would it
Mhm.
be after you're done school?
I think I'll find out. I went through like my final round of interviews this week. So I think we'll find out like sometime next week or the week after. So I would start like pretty much right when the semester ends, which would be like pretty good.
Yeah, because then it sounds like then you would have less on your plate during that learning
Mhm.
period.
Yeah.
So I guess like because the session's entirely about like balancing all these different aspects of your life.
hmm
And you mentioned that this promotion would help almost be able to balance your
hmm
personal life because that seems like very important, especially keeping your relationships. And what does that how sorry, I'm rambling.
You're
Uh,
good.
what what would that be like for you? As you kind of mentioned that this would be really great because you'd be working in the morning. So,
hmm Yeah, I think it would be really good because I would have my afternoons, then I also wouldn't work on weekends. So I would have like my weekends free to like see my friends and see my family because it's been, especially this semester, it's been really stressful trying to be able to see them working like Wednesday through Sunday and then going to school what Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday. I like never get to see um, my friends and family. So I just think it would be really beneficial, like having those days off, be able to actually see people.
because you were doing 5 classes this semester, weren't you?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess with the summer coming up as well, your schedule is like freeing up a little bit if you're not doing
Mm-hmm.
summer courses. That's an assumption. Um,
Yeah.
so do your friends and family live close by?
Well, actually, two of my friends are moving to Kamloops in the next couple weeks, so they will be close by. And my family's like an hour and a half away, so it's not like super far. And like my boyfriend lives here, but um, yeah, a lot of them do live like down at the coast. That's where I did my diploma. So it's hard because I don't get to see them very often because I can't go down there very often. So it's harder to see them and connect with them.
And just with like your more like with your week kind of freeing up a little bit more and your weekends freeing up,
Mhm.
how are you how would you be able to like prioritize like seeing them and them making
Yeah.
time for you?
Yeah, we have actually like we all want to do like a couple camping trips and stuff this summer, like meeting halfway and like finding a good campground like in Hope or something, and then like yeah, just like being able to like hang out for a weekend and go camping. And if I get this position, then that's something that would be like really easy to do and I wouldn't have to take any time off. And it would definitely be within my grasp, which would be great because I like really miss these friends and I want to be able to connect with them more. So sorry, I'm getting like messages and my computer's going off. Okay. Um, but yeah, I'm really excited. Like, I don't want to get too excited about the position because I don't know if I have it yet. But I also, I just like, it's hard to like not feel excited about it because I can see like how it would help like my like personal life, and it just like makes me excited and happy to be able to actually see my friends. So,
Yeah, this position sounds like it would be really helpful towards you, and I totally
hmm
can appreciate that not wanting to get excited just in case. Um,
hmm
and if that, and I hope it's the case that you could hopefully get that
hmm
position, but if it that's not like doesn't happen, how else would you be able to prioritize like your
hmm
relationship?
um yeah, I if I don't get this position, it's going to go to the other applicant, which is another one of my coworkers, and her line is um different than mine. She works days as well. Just she works like it's like Friday through Tuesday. So I'd still have to work on the weekends, but I would be working days because I would get her line if she got the senior position, which would still help. I definitely still need to prioritize like taking some time off to go like see my out of town friends and being able to like spend time with them. But it would definitely be more attainable than the shift I work currently.
Because you still work weekends on this current line, right?
Yeah. It's easier to take time off when you're working the days though, because we have more staff that are trained for day shift and less staff that are trained for evening shift.
Okay. So that would open up that opportunity to take
hmm
time off and go prioritize like those really important relationships that
Yeah.
okay, that sounds like it's
Mhm.
a positive in that regard.
Yeah.
Um, and so this, because I just assume, so are you doing school during the summer?
I'm just doing like the field school. It's the 2 week India trip.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
exciting.
that's the only school I'm doing this summer. But yeah, it's really exciting. I'm excited for it.
How do you feel about that? Like,
Um, I am really excited. I'm a little nervous because I found out that we're not all traveling as a group. We all are like meeting at the place in India because a lot of people are traveling beforehand. Um, So I'm a little nervous just about the travel aspect of it because I've never really like I've traveled, but I'm usually with a group, so I've never really like traveled by myself. And so I'm just like a little a little nervous about just like the whole like the like language barrier, then like the cultural barrier, and like not like I've never really had to like navigate airports and stuff by myself before. But
Okay. Yeah, that'll be a big kind of step probably then outside your comfort zone.
yeah, for sure.
Are you going with anyone that you know then?
Yeah, there are a couple of us that are like trying to plan our flights that we've like travel together, but the flights are also like really expensive, so we have to like wait and like budget to get them. So we're hoping we're still gonna be able to all be on the same flights, but we're not 100% sure. But I do know quite a few people that are going, which is nice.
That'll be exciting.
Yeah.
And with this, because you're going for 2 weeks, is there anything
Mhm.
outside of that that you'll have to do to like kind of fit into your schedule?
I applied because I don't have enough vacation time to like take vacation from work. So I applied for a study leave and they approved that for me. So that's like that was like my big barrier because like I have a cat that I would need to like find care for or whatever, but I'm gonna have a roommate at that point, so she's able to like look after him, or like my boyfriend can come look after him. Um Yeah, I think like the only other thing is like I'm gonna like miss my friends when I'm gone for 2 weeks, which is like not a problem because like they're still there and I can still talk to them. It's just gonna be like weird being away from them for 2 weeks.
Yeah, especially since those are like really important to you.
hmm I also do get like a lot of guilt when I leave my cat for long periods of time. Um, but I know he'll be like well cared for and taken care of, and it's not like he's like the roommate I'm moving in with. He like we lived together for like 4 years, so he has grown up with her and he knows her, and like I know she'll look after him really well. So it's not really like it's just me being like mom guilt or whatever leaving
I
him.
can empathize with that. I have two cats
Mhm.
as well. I hate
Yeah.
losing them.
Yeah. They just get so sad and I don't like it.
Yeah. And then they're attached to your hip by the time you get back.
Oh, I know. Even when I leave for like a weekend, he gets so upset. And oh, I feel so bad.
Sometimes you think they'd like the space, but they really don't.
Right? You'd think.
Um, I guess this is such a big topic because there's so many different aspects of like how to balance everything. Um,
Mhm.
and with the summer coming up and like I also this is like a very busy period for you with the
Mhm.
ending of these semesters because I think there's like 2 weeks left.
Yeah. It's yeah, coming down the pipeline real quick for sure.
Yeah, so like all of these assignments are probably like boom, 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 boom piling up. And how are you?
Mhm.
What's that like for you?
It has definitely been stressful. And like so a lot of my due dates have got switched around, which has kind of like messed with my like organization a little bit. Because now like one of my classes moved all of the assignments, the due date to April 19th, which like is nice because then it gives you more time to work on them, but also then all my assignments are due on April 19th. So I have to like go in and organize like what days I'm gonna work on what assignments. Um, and so it's been like, yeah, really stressful because things are like all coming down the pipeline and or I have like 1 week where I have like a paper due on Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. So yeah, it's been a little stressful, but I've been like organizing it well and I feel like good about getting all my assignments done and everything. So,
That sounds like a lot. That's a lot to take on.
yeah.
And with school, when
Mhm.
they do push assignments so far back, it does impact what you're doing. And then you're probably looking forward to everything being done by a certain date.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, how do you like feel about what are you feeling surrounding this then? 'Cause you mentioned that it's a little bit frustrating, but how is that now
Yeah.
impacting you?
I definitely feel frustrated and just like almost like defeated at this point because when my professor was talking about moving all the due dates, I had like talked to him and I was like, hey, um, just so you know, this stresses some people out. Cause he like didn't even just like move the due dates, he like closed like the drop boxes for our assignments and made them only open on that due date. So we have to hand everything in on April 19th. And like that stressed me out because like what if we hit April 19th and then I like forget to hand my stuff in because it's gonna be done by then. And so I like talked to him about it and he basically just said it's like for the benefit of everybody. And I was like, well, it doesn't feel like it's really benefiting me that much. Um, and like I was able to talk to him and got him to like reopen the Dropbox so like we can hand things in whenever we're finished, which is like definitely helps. But then he also isn't marking anything until the end of the semester, um, which is frustrating because then I like don't know where I'm standing with my grades in that course. Um, and yeah, it's just been like a lot. And like I feel like in every class, at least one of my due dates has been moved, which is just really frustrating because I set out like a schedule at the beginning of the semester so I know exactly when I have to work on things. And then when stuff gets moved, it like shifts the whole schedule, makes it a little frustrating.
And that sounds like it's really impacting you. What are you doing like for your self-care to take care of you?
Yeah, I've been like setting aside like one night a week where I like don't do school. I'm moving on Friday too, so I'm like I'll set aside time where I'm like I'm not packing, I'm not thinking about school, and I'll just like do something that calms me down, whether it's just like watching a movie or like playing a video game or reading a book, something that just like chills me out a bit so that I can like just like recenter myself almost from like all the chaos that's going on, especially with moving. Like my space is very like cluttered right now. I know you can like see in the background some of the stuff everywhere. Because I just have stuff everywhere because I'm moving, throwing stuff into boxes. And so it's hard to like relax because um yeah, my space is like very cluttered and like disorganized currently.
What does that do for you?
It like doesn't allow my brain to like shut off when my I like my space very like clean and organized, and then when it's cluttered it like I it's like hard to get like homework done and stuff too when it's cluttered, just because like I see the clutter and I want to fix it, and I can't if it like if I don't have the time, if I have to be working on homework and I can't fix it, or like in this case I'm moving so like it's going to be cluttered, like there's no way around it. um And so it's honestly been like hard to focus on like other things.
That makes sense. That does. It's hard to like really focus on anything when there's too much
Yeah.
going on. You already have so much going on in your brain with like
Mhm.
managing everything. And then when you have timelines changing, and then you also have this really big move happening. And
Yeah.
like, then you also have this promotion that you're probably thinking about having your space all cluttered might be kind of the
Mhm.
tipping point, eh?
Yeah. So my boyfriend's actually out of town on a work trip for a couple weeks. And so I've been like going over to his place to do homework and stuff because I'm like, I can't focus in my house. So I've just been like, I have like his spare key or whatever. So I've just been going over there and doing homework there, which has helped a lot because it like lets me focus. So
That's a good solution to like what's happening
Mhm.
around you. Give you a break from everything.
Mhm.
Yeah. And during this crazy period, have you been able to make time for your relationships?
Yeah, I mean, it's been difficult because I have like a lot happening, but I did just go on like a weekend trip with my sister, which was really nice because it was her birthday. So we went to Vancouver and we saw a play, which was really fun. And like was nice to like reconnect with her because I feel like I don't get to see her very often. Um, so that was really nice. And then my boyfriend has been gone for like a week and a half already. And so it's been like I usually see him a couple nights a week, so it's been like weird not having that like connection. So I feel like I've been alone a lot the past week or so. Um, just because a lot of my friends don't live here right now. Um, but it's been like we've still like we talk all the time and like we've FaceTimed almost every night. And like I still talk with my friends that are moving here. Like we call almost every night. So like I still have the connection with them. It's just like weird not seeing them in person.
And it sounds like you're doing a really great job at like reaching out and making time for these relationships. What's that like doing for you, like inside? Like,
It definitely like makes me feel better once I've like even if I'm like stressed out or like overwhelmed, like just calling my boyfriend and talking to him for a bit, like I feel like lighter almost after I do that. Like even if we're not talking about what stressed me out, if we're just like talking about his work trip, like how his day went and like how my day went, it definitely like just like the human connection makes me feel like yeah, like lighter and better.
and like this trip you went on with your sister, how did that impact your well-being?
Oh, it was so good. I felt like I was really stressed before we went because I was trying to get a bunch of assignments done before we left. And then when we were on the trip, I didn't even think about school and it felt so nice. I was like, it was just so fun and we were able to like let go and have fun, which was awesome. And like we got to enjoy ourselves without like other things like weighing me down, which I thought was really cool. And we got to see some of my friends from down in Vancouver too, which was really great. Um, and yeah, it was just a good trip. And it almost felt like I was like reset when I got back. So I felt like more like in a good mindset to like get my schoolwork done and everything too.
Yeah. You mentioned that you were feeling reset after all that. And
Hmm.
then going back into the setting again, the education setting, you felt better about kind of stepping back in. What does that do for you now, like kind of at the end of the semester? Do you feel like sorry, that might sound like two questions, but just more context to that question, like, do you feel
Hmm.
like it's helping you push through?
I do, yeah. Cause like I know too that like once the semester's done, I can get through these past couple like these next couple weeks. I'll have like more time to be able to do stuff like that again. Um, and so yeah, I think it definitely is helping like motivate me to like get all my work done. And I have like a list of all my assignments I still have to do. So I like can like visualize them. And I know I'm like, I have 5 assignments left and then I'm done. Like it really is helping.
Only 5 assignments. That's
Mhm.
pretty great.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
Hey, that's pretty awesome. You sometimes at the end of the semester, it's like more than five.
Yeah, it was like I think I finished like 2 assignments last night. Um, and so I think like at the beginning of this week I had like 13 or something, and I've just been like plowing away at them, trying to get them done this week.
That's
So,
amazing.
mhm.
That's a lot of like dedication and time spent trying to just push through and you're doing like full-time work too on top of this all.
Yeah.
And you're doing 5 courses, so to have only 5 assignments left over from 5 courses,
Mhm.
and you still have like 2 weeks left. Like that's amazing.
Mhm.
It's really great work ethic.
Thank you.
The more I talk to you, the more like I'm amazed at like how much like how much you're kind of doing and trying to balance and then just pushing away at these assignments. That's a lot of
Mhm.
great like focus and attention to that.
Yeah, I'm
That's
kind
really
of used to it because like I went to like a private high school when I was a kid. And like we had to pay tuition, but my mom said that it like my family like hit like financial issues. And so my mom had said that like if I want to keep going to that school, I have to be able to cover the tuition. So I worked like 3 jobs in high school. So I'm used to being like really busy and having a lot going on. And so I think that prepared me actually really well for this. Cause now I like don't like I still feel like overwhelmed and stressed, but not to like the extent I think I would if I hadn't been used to like having to juggle a lot of things.
And with school, or like I guess with school coming to an end, you're gonna have a lot of open free time.
Hmm.
How are you feeling about that?
Excited, very excited, especially because it's ending like the week my friend is moving in with me, which is going to be so good because then I'll be able to like spend a lot of time with her because we lived together for like 4 years when we were both at University of the Fraser Valley. Um, and now her like moving here, it's going to be like it's been like a year since we've lived together and both of us hate it. And so um I'm just really excited to live with her again because I think it's going to be really beneficial for both of our mental healths being able to like because living alone honestly sucks. Like you're alone too much. And so I think living with another person again is going to be amazing. Um yeah, I'm excited to have all the free time to like spend with her and be able to like do stuff that we want to do. Like I know we both love camping, we both love like paddleboarding and stuff. And so I think this summer is going to be really fun and filled with like time to like do all those fun things.
I'm just like imagining that for you, and that sounds like that's
Hmm.
gonna be pretty cool.
I'm very excited.
My next question was going to be, how are you feeling about that? But you kind of like mentioned that you're feeling pretty excited. Like this is going to be such a
Hmm.
great time for you.
Yeah, it's going to be a really nice transition, I think, like out of school and into just like being able to have fun. Because then I have like work still, obviously, but I don't have any other like school obligations until like we go to India and start prepping for it, which like I don't know, I don't really see that as school because I think it's going to be really fun and a really cool, rewarding experience. Um, so I basically like in my mind, I'm like free from all the like assignments in school and stuff until September, which is going to be so nice to have a break because I've taken like full on summer classes every year. And so it's going to be really nice to not do that this semester.
Yeah, it'll be amazing.
Mhm.
And it's almost like a vacation going to India.
Yeah, it's like a vacation that I get credits for, which I think is great. Helps me get closer to graduating for sure.
And it's a great learning experience.
Hmm.
I think the field education, it probably coincides with like the international social work class as well.
Yeah, and I'm taking that class this semester too. So I think we had like the staff that are taking us to India like come in and talk to our class, and it just made me even more excited.
That's going to be so exciting. Such a
Mhm.
great experience, something that you'll probably
Yeah,
remember for a lifetime.
I'm super excited.
Sounds like you have like a lot like exciting things to look forward to. And
Hmm.
it sounds like this is kind of helping you get through the rest of this semester, that last stretch. Does it feel like
Yeah,
there's like a weight being lifted off your chest?
yeah. I feel like every time I like hand in an assignment, I just feel like I'm that much closer to being done and it just like makes me feel lighter and like I can like breathe easier almost. Um and yeah, it just makes me like even more excited for what's coming next.
like just noticing like I guess the energy from the last session, it seemed like you're more stressed, like there's a lot happening to
Hmm.
like this session now. It seems like you feel a little bit lighter, you have a bit more energy. Although
Yeah.
you are sick, you seem like
Yeah.
you're doing really well.
Mhm. I do feel definitely like less stressed than where I was last session. I think last session too, I was like struggling a lot with a couple of assignments. They were like really weighing down on me. And then I had like one assignment that the due date got changed like 3 times. And so that made it really um like frustrating because they kept like changing assignment details and stuff too. So I have to like go back and fix stuff. Um, but honestly, as soon as I handed that assignment in, I started feeling like so much better. And I even like I had a friend who's in the program like reach out to me and he was like, "Hey, are you okay? You seem really stressed." And so I think even just like talking to him about it and like voicing it to one of my friends so like they knew how I was feeling like helped because he would check in with me after that and like make sure I was okay. Um, which I think like really helped me in that moment because it was like it was a rough couple weeks for sure.
And I guess like reflecting back on it and like to this time now, how do you feel about that? Like, what are your feelings arising from that?
Mm. I definitely feel like I was being like a little bit dramatic about it. And I think I was just like stuck in the moment. Like thinking back now, I'm like, oh, it actually wasn't that big of a deal. You could have just done this and it would have made it a lot better. Um, but that happens to me a lot actually. I get like stuck in the moment of things and then I have an anxiety disorder and so a lot of the times I like can't think past like a specific situation. Um and I get like stuck in it and then I think it's like the end of the world. But then once I'm through it, I'm like, oh, I was being dramatic. Like I was fine. I could have just done this and then everything would have been okay. And I think that was definitely like part of that situation. Like looking back, it still like was super frustrating and like not a great situation to be in. But I do think I could have handled it like better so that I wasn't as stressed out, which I guess like another learning moment for the next time I'm in a situation like that. I will know how to better handle it.
Yeah, that's great self-reflection.
Hmm.
And um, I guess with that, like now you're in this space of like just where you are now, and you're moving in with a friend. You're gonna have more support. It sounds like with the other friends moving down here.
Hmm.
Is it down here or up here? I think it's up here.
I have no idea, honestly. I don't know geography.
Me either. I guess that's why we're in social work.
It's not real science is not my strong suit.
Yeah. Um, I guess like it just sounds like everything's kind of really looking up and forward. Um, and it's like how are you able to juggle? How are you gonna like I guess going forward be able to like juggle all these different aspects because you're gonna be doing it again in
Hmm.
September. I'm sure you're not wanting to think that far ahead. But
Hmm.
like what kind of feelings come up for that? That was two questions in
Um,
one. I do realize
all good. I think like trying to remember like how I feel now and remembering that like even in the thick of it, like when like year 4 starts, um, like I'll be able to get through it and I'll feel like this again, where I'm like so close, and then that'll like then I'll graduate and I'll be done. So I think like just keeping reminders that like you like I'm gonna get through it and um I'm like a little less stressed for year 4 because from everybody that I've talked to, I've heard it's like less intensive than third year. And like it's more like I don't want to say laid back, but it's like I've heard it's like not as difficult as third year because you already know a lot of the professors and like you know a lot of the material already and you're just like building on that. Um And honestly, I'm kind of excited for it because I get to do a practicum, which I'm really excited for. Because I'm doing the child welfare specialization, so I get to do a practicum like with a child welfare organization. Um, and I'm really excited for that to be able to like learn more about that. And because I love working with youth, and I think child welfare is like the realm I want to work in at this point. And so I am really excited to get to like practice that and get to see that. So like as nervous as I am for next year, I'm also like excited too.
And like, I guess reflecting on like what this semester is like, how do you plan on moving forward, like with prioritizing your relationships, or do you feel like that will be possible?
I think that like after doing a year at TRU, because it's so much different than my last university. So I think after doing a year here, I have a better idea of like how I can prioritize different things. um I have a better idea of like how I can organize my time and like organize my assignments, so I'll be able to prioritize more like relationships. And I think it'll be easier when I'm like I have like my friend living with me too, because then like I'll have that motivation to like make time for relationships too, because she'll be right there and I'll want to hang out with her all the time. So I think um definitely like after this year I have like learning from my experiences, I like know what I can do better for next year.
And um, what does that bring up for you, like coming?
um I think again it just like makes me excited, because I think like also it makes me excited to like be able to spend time with my friends, but then also it makes me excited to like be able to see myself like succeed in like staying organized and like being able to prioritize my time. Because I'm very much like a rewards, like I like rewards and um like reward systems and stuff. Like I create reward systems for myself when I like do assignments and everything. And like if I do this assignment by the due date, then I can build this Lego set or whatever. Um and I think that like so I'm just excited to like get the reward of like prioritizing my time, because like the reward will be like seeing my friends and then like eventually graduating. So I think that's definitely like keeping me motivated too.
Yeah, well, rewards work amazing. They do
Hmm.
wonders for motivation.
Hmm.
Yeah. Um, so it looks like you have roughly 15 minutes left. Um, is there anything that we didn't really touch on that you would like to talk about and like kind of discuss?
um I think um yeah, I think we talked about like most of it. um I think like I don't know, we talked about like most of the stuff going on in my head. I think I'm still just like I don't think I'll stop like stressing about the work stuff until I find out about like the promotion and like who got it and then like what my shift line's gonna look like. But I don't know, I feel like even just like talking about it out loud has like helped, because I haven't like told a ton of people in my life that I've applied for the promotion, because I don't want to like tell everybody and then I like don't get it. Um and so I think just like talking about it out loud and like thinking and like yeah, just like sorry, I'm trying to like frame my words.
No, that's okay.
Um, I think just like voicing like that like it's stressful, I think has um helped for sure, and like made me realize that like it's not the end of the world if I don't get this position. Like I'll still have a job, a good job that I love. Um and like the chances to moving to days are very high. Um And yeah, I think I definitely just feel like better about the whole work situation after talking about it, because I haven't really talked about it with anybody yet. Um, and yeah, I'm trying to think if there's like anything else I wanted to talk about. Oh, I think we covered pretty much everything. I'm just really excited to be at the end of the semester for sure.
That's fair.
Mhm.
I'm glad you were able to talk to me about this promotion because, yeah, it might be hard to bring it up to people if it's not a
Mhm.
definite.
Yeah.
Um, and something I forgot to mention at the beginning is like the timeline of our session, and like the last 10 minutes or uh, I guess I'll be seeking like critique or feedback from you.
Mhm.
Um, are you wanting to move forward into that, or do you have anything else you would like to kind of address?
Yeah, we can move forward into that.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess like what kind of feedback do you have for me? Anything I could improve on? Something I did good? Um, I think the last time it was a little bit more surrounding, not bouncing all over the place,
Mhm.
and I think probably like just not asking as many questions as before.
Yeah, I think definitely it felt less like we were jumping all over the place and more um like we stuck on like the topic we were talking about, which was really, I mean, I know I jumped all over the place, but you stayed very like focusing on like the topic that was brought up, which was really good. I think you did a really good job with that.
Thank you.
And you asked very like probing questions, which was good because they made me like think and made me like think about my answers. I couldn't just like pop off an answer right away. Um, and yeah, I just felt very like listened to and like you actually like wanted to hear what I was saying, um, which was great. And it like, I don't know, it definitely felt like a safe space where I can like talk about things and I know they're not gonna get like spread around or like, because like sometimes you want to like tell your friends stuff, but then like it's stuff you don't want other people to know. So it's like you feel apprehensive about telling your friends things. But I don't know, I felt very like safe in the session and like I knew you weren't going to like judge me for anything that I said. Um, and you were like very responsive as well. And like you use empathy really well. Um, and yeah, just like I felt like safe enough to like open up and actually talk about things that are going on. Because I know a lot of times, like in class when we do assignments like this, I like don't really want to talk about my life. I want to like come up with like a fake scenario or whatever. Um, but you made it a safe place where I like didn't feel weird about talking about my life. And I was like able to like actually like talk about my issues and it like genuinely helped like being able to voice those. Um so yeah, I think you did a great job. I don't really have any like criticisms or anything. I feel like it went really well and I yeah, definitely I like feel better after like our session like being able to talk about everything.
I'm really glad this was beneficial for you. Sometimes, yeah, the
Mhm.
assignments like this can kind of be a little bit nerve-wracking, especially when you don't
Mhm.
know. Like I'm just a student myself, so
Yeah.
my scope of practice might make other people like kind of nervous about that.
Mhm.
Um, so I'm glad this was beneficial for you. I guess in regards to like a critique, like just anything, I guess. Like questions. Was there anything that like felt repetitive?
Um I I don't know. I think like not even really like I don't know. I feel like maybe like you could ask like a couple more open-ended questions,
Mhm.
but I don't know, you did really good with like asking me like how like things were making me feel because then it made me like slow down and actually think about how I was feeling about stuff. But yeah, maybe like a couple more open-ended questions would be good, but I don't know, you did really well. Yeah, I thought it was a really good session and it like yeah, again, I felt like it was really beneficial and it like helped me like put stuff into perspective as well.
Okay, thank you. like trying to find like probing
Mhm.
questions to ask for critique, and I don't.
Yeah.
Um, I guess like part of not that this is about me, I guess like in some regards, I felt like I accidentally would jump all over the place. I think it was more at the beginning, but I think I reeled that in a little bit. Um,
Yeah, definitely like I didn't feel like it was like jumping. I felt like we were pretty like solid. Like I know I did. Like I would like get on a tangent and then start talking like my cat. I would start like going on tangents, but um I definitely felt like you kept it grounded and like on track, which was really good.
um, and then also kind of with that, did you feel like I maybe inserted myself a little too much in that sense, like keeping it on track, or was that all right?
No, I think it was good because I don't know if it would be good for everybody, but I know personally for me it was good because I like go off on tangents and like my brain, like I have ADHD, so it's really hard for me to focus on stuff sometimes. And so it like my brain like travels. And so you kept it like in the moment, which was really good. So I really appreciated it. I don't know if like everybody would, but I know it worked really well for me.
Um, it's also important to remember though too, everything's connected.
Yeah.
Um, your cat's important, like part of you, like it's an important
Hmm.
piece in your life, so that's also part of your anxiety. So it's also good to
Hmm.
talk about. Um, I just like to acknowledge that just because everything's interconnected, everything we
Yeah.
do is an impact on us. So,
Yeah.
um, like what else? There was something else. What was it? Not that you're gonna know what it was. Oh, I would like to address the eye contact. Uh, I guess like in some regard, I should be looking at the camera. I was gonna address this at the beginning, and I kind of just forgot. But my eye contact's looking at your eyes like on the screen.
I'm doing the same thing. I'm not like
Okay.
staring at my camera. I'm looking at your eyes, which like I guess it's harder when we're doing it online. Um,
Yeah.
but no, I feel like because I'm doing the same thing. I'm looking at your eyes too, so it
Okay.
felt like we were having eye contact. So I think like I don't know. I felt like that was good. I don't know
Okay.
like what it would look like on a video, honestly, but like I think that
It
like
looks like
I
you're looking
felt
directly at me.
yeah, like it looks
Okay.
like you're looking right at me. Like I felt like I like that we created eye contact through the session. So
Okay. Okay. Because I know that can like kind of make it seem like I'm not paying attention.
yeah. No,
Okay.
I feel like if we were looking at the cameras, we would be trying to like look at ourselves almost.
Yeah, I'm looking at the camera right now. Does that feel like that would be uncomfortable almost?
Yeah, especially I have like a little green light next to my camera and it feels like weird to be staring at
Okay.
it.
Okay. Yeah,
Mhm.
I was gonna address that at the beginning just so that was like just out there.
Mhm.
Um, okay. It sounds like we kind of gone through the critique and thank you for all the feedback. I do appreciate it because this does improve
Yeah.
everything going forward for myself. Um,
Mhm.
I do feel like it was a little bit less awkward, like on my part. I was really nervous our last session and
Yeah, which is understandable. I know I was nervous during my session as the worker too. It definitely it was interesting. I was like stumbling over my words and everything. It was bad.
I appreciate your patience with
Yeah, of course.
everything. And yeah, thank you for giving me this learning opportunity as well.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much. Like I said before, it like genuinely helped. So
That's good.
yeah.
All right. I hope you feel better because
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, with the sun coming out and the season changing, I am sure
Mhm.
it doesn't feel great to be sick right
I
now.
know. It's like I want to be outside. It's so nice, but I'm like also just want to be in bed.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mhm.
I
Yeah.
hope you have a great rest of your day and are able
Yeah,
to
you too.
rest. I hope you have a great day.
Awesome. Thank you. You too. Of
Thank you for meeting with me. Have a great day.
course. Bye.